and hits a run and cuts his whole back up. He's been put in the ground. Bro was going 6 feet deep like Drake and... You honestly do not realize how long I've been waiting for this. We finally got Solo Leveling Season 2. Let's get into it. So we kick it off with Sung Jinwoo at a parent-teacher conference for his little sister. Cause their mom is in a certain situation. And the teacher is low-key glazing, but saying how exceptional his sister is and how great she is. But she's like, if she gets an awakening, will you let her be a hunter? And my boy Sung Jinwoo was like, nah, that ain't happening. So he goes and meet up with the girl who knows his sister, and he's like, all right, now let me get her in a dungeon. Pause, this is sounding real sus right now. And show her it's not all about that. You know what I mean? That life is crazy. You might die. And my boy is drippy. I just wonder if it's grippy.
It's grippy.
Pause. So they meet up with these other hunters and they're about to go on a raid through this dungeon. And this whole group right here is mixed of bee hunters, sea hunters, the whole pizzazz. But as soon as my boy step in, he's like, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right. And he feels this eerie feeling in the air, and the portal begins to change to a red portal. And my boy is like, I'm not about this life right now, and tries to escape, but he cannot. And he's like, hey, y'all need to contact the Hunters Guild and let them know it's up. And they spawn in this winter wonderland full of forests and mountains. And my girl over here is like, what's the red portal and what's the situation? And my boy Sung Jinwoo was like, well, we have no contact with the outside world and we can't leave until the boss is defeated. And it's been less than 60 seconds and these monsters already caught a body? Like, bro, you were not built for this. You should have stayed at home. You should have been working at Dollar General or something, but now you over there resting in peace with the dead homies. But you already know my boy Sung Jinwoo was on point and he caught the arrow with his hands. Bro is not playing games. And these elves over here are on straight demon time. You can tell by the smirk. He's like, yeah, these are ice elves. Very smart and intelligent, and they were so far away I didn't even sense them. Bro was using straight reaction time. And the sorry team captain over here is like, hey, all the strong people with me and all the weak people over there with you. Bro think he's slick, but he don't know my boy Sung Jinwoo is really that guy. And bro over here think he's really a part of his team and he gets knocked back. He's like, nah, you ain't cold enough. Your rank ain't high enough. You going over there with the loser squad. I can tell just by his face. When he was a kid, he was the last one picked for anything. Last one picked for basketball. Last one picked for dodgeball. It was one of them kids. But my girl over here is smart. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and join them. She's like, he didn't even know the arrow was coming, but you knew, you reacted. So I'm going with you. And that was probably the smartest choice she could have ever made. And the team captain is like, hey, y'all see the claw marks? We got ice bears in the area. And I'm like, ice bears? Y'all supposed to be fighting these vicious monsters. Man, I'll kill a bear and eat his meat. And the ice bear pulls up and goes for the strike, but crushes his entire paw on the captain's shield. Hey, this dude is looking kind of cold right now. And he really cuts blood in half. And we go back to the main squad, and my girl out here is kind of tweaking. She's like, y'all don't see the scratch marks? This is ice bear territory. And Sung Jinwoo was like, man, we ain't even gonna worry about it. Let's go deeper in the forest. And my boy is like, you gotta think about it. If it's only ice bear territory, we only gotta focus on them. We ain't gotta focus about the ice elves. Like, my boy ain't stupid. He know what he doing. He a straight dog. And he's like, it is kind of cold out here though. And he pulls out jackets for everybody, which leads to some questions, because they're like, hey, even the higher rank hunters can only hold like 3 low items. And he's like, hey, don't say a word. Don't ask me no more questions. I brought you here, so I'm gonna make sure I keep you safe. If Sung Woo tell me he gonna keep me safe, then I ain't worried about a thing. I ain't glazing. But we already know my boy is a straight dog. And they get pulled up on by an ice bear. And by himself, Sung Jinwoo eliminated them all. What did I say? I'm gonna say it again. He's a dog. And the whole crew's over here like, bro, he took down all the ice bears solo by himself. And we're deep in their territory, so their lair must be around. They over here questioning him, talk about, hey, he's a strange one because he's supposed to be an E rank. He's not an E rank. My boy pulls up like he's a blood and Crip territory. All he want is smoke. And he's like, it's time to put my summonings to the test. So I'ma let them put in some work. And it's straight boxing. The shadow pulls up and cuts the bear arm off and then hits him right in the stomach. Like, this is straight up animal abuse. But it didn't take long before one of them got stumped out. And this bear is like, nah, I'ma get it back in blood. And he takes out 1, 2, and he's about to go for the 3rd one, but he is lit on fire. The mage pulls up with the ultimate assist. And these shadow warriors are putting in nothing but work. My boy Sung Jinwoo is like, alright, they're doing way better than I thought. And look at my mana right here. It's lowering kind of fast. And my boy has nothing but a smile on his face when the boss pulls up for some smoke. And the ice bear pulls up with nothing but hands and starts wiping out the shadow army. And bro was putting in work, but the mage is not anymore. He's been put in the ground. Bro was going 6 feet deep like Drake and... Oh, pause. Whoa. And just like every other boss, my dude is going for a rage attack and destroys the rest of his army. The only people left is my boy Sung Jinwoo and Igris. He's like, Igris, go put in some work. And my boy is pulling up with a slow walk. Whenever they hit this move, you know it's about to go down. The ice bear goes for the charge, but my boy is over here moving like a Beyblade because he's letting it rip right through his shoulder meat. But the ice bear is like, nah, that ain't enough, and he goes right for the strike. But you already know my boy is too quick and he dodges it. My boy does a flip in the air and he comes down for the aerial strike and he blows his back out and hits a run and cuts his whole back up. Bro, what are you doing? Igris is insane. And he's like, nah, I ain't done yet. I'm making sure you can't walk again. Bro left his whole mouth open, drawing flies. He's like, yeah, leave it open, cause I'm about to put this sword 6 feet deep, if you know what I'm talking about. And this ice bear is like, oh, I can't go outside. And he tries to go for another rage attack, but let me tell you this, it is not going to work against Igris. Igris hits him with that, who do you think I am? You think I'm soft? You think I'm sorry? You got the wrong one, and cuts the ice bear head clean off. My boy Sung Jinwoo is over here glazing. He's like, nah, me and my boy Igris are equals. Not even, he may even be stronger than me right now. And out of respect for his leader, my boy hit the bow. He's like, yeah, I'm on my knees, tell me what you want me to do. And my boy puts his hand on his shoulder and he's like, you did a good job. Like, if I could control a whole army of the undead, I need them all to look like Sexy Red, because we're gonna be putting in work. And we take a look back at the captain's team and everybody is completely decimated. You got these evil ice elves with they demon smiles over here killing everybody, and the captain is like, I'm out of here, I ain't doing this. Like, this is the definition of sorry. Like, you are trash. What kind of team captain are you? You should have went with Sung Jinwoo and the rest of the gang. And maybe the score won't be 0-50. And we get a sneak peek of what looks like the ice elf boss. And I'm just like, this is cinema right here. Y'all popping off on the animation, and yeah, I'm a glaze. Y'all doing y'all thing. I can't wait to see the next episode. Let's get it.